99.3 is proud to be your home for Union City Golden Tornado football. Our coverage is sponsored by Commercial Bank and Trust, Allen Searcy Builders, Dunn's Auto Body, ARS Roofing, First Response Security Services, Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin, The Meat Shop, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Reynolds Brothers Tire Company in Union City and Martin, Kaiser Pharmacy, E&H Refrigeration, Jerry Ward Autoplex, ATA's CPAs and Advisors, Extreme Customs, Midtown Motors, Orr Investments, and Thompson Machinery. This is the Tornado Pregame Show, presented by Roadrunner Driving School and Tyson Foods of Obion County. From the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Golden Tornadoes, Chuck Hammer and lead analyst Eddie Suter.
And good evening and welcome into the Bluegrass State as Union City has headed north to take on Crittenden County tonight here at the place they affectionately call the Pit. Union City comes in with a win last week over Riverside on the road, 18-15. The Golden Tornadoes 1-2 on the year. They opened the season at home, back-to-back home games. Started with JCS in week 1, 24-14 loss there. Then fell to Dyer County in week number 2, 34-14, before picking up their first win of the season last Friday night, late Friday night around midnight when they got the 18-15 win at Riverside. And what a game it was, falling behind early, coming back, shutting out Riverside in the second half, and getting that 18-15 win and wanting to continue their winning ways here tonight on the road at Crittenden County before they turn their attention. Yes, this is the final week of non-region games, and Union City will try to finish up with a win in their final tune-up before they head home to take on Halls next Friday night at homecoming, and then they get back on the road against Peabody. To tell you about the Rockets, I believe this is the first time I've ever broadcasted a team called the Rockets, Crittenden County Rockets. They are blue, black, and white are their colors, and they are 1-2 on the year. Identical record to Union City thus far. They fell in their season opener at Marshall County 42-29. In week 2, they were here at home and lost 40-13 to Union County. And then they took on Webster County last week and got their first win of the season, 27-8. And, of course, they'll take on Union City here tonight before hitting the road and taking on a very, very good Mayfield Cardinal team next week. And looking at some of the statistics here, we'll get deeper into this one when the coach, Coach Eddie Suter gets here with us in a little while, my lead analyst, as Union City fell behind 15-0 in that first quarter at Riverside, scored 10 in the second, and then didn't get into the end zone again until the fourth quarter when they scored their final touchdown. Andre Small on a 23-yard run, and that made it 18-15, and Union City was able to hold on. Outgained in the game were the Golden Tornadoes, as Riverside had 265 total yards to Union City's 256. Rushing-wise, Union City dominated, 37 carries, 222 yards against Riverside's 39 for 112. One pass completion for the Golden Tornadoes in 2 attempts. It was for 30 yards. 10 first downs for Union City, 2 punts, 34.5 per punt. 6 fumbles, and that's something that Coach talked about with me this week on Tornado Talk. We're going to hear from Coach Markle coming up in just a little while. But 6 fumbles for the Golden Tornadoes, only lost 1. Riverside fumbled 3 times and only lost it 1 time. Penalty yards, 12 penalties for Union City for 95 yards. So something I know they are looking to clean up. And last week, Andre Small, 12 carries, 86 yards. Adrian Crawford had 4 carries for 77 yards. Rodney Jenkins, 5 rushes for 43. Jack Theobald, 14 for 26. And that rounds out the rushing for Union City. But the Golden Tornadoes went on the road and got the win. The most important thing, 18-15, and they look to turn that into a winning streak tonight here on the road again against Crittenden County. We're about 25 minutes away from kickoff. When we come back, we will hear from the head coach, Nick Markle, here on the Tornado Pregame Show. I want to say a special thank you to our Tornado Pregame Show sponsors, Tyson Foods of Obion County, Roadrunner Driving School, and Home Builders Mart. Also, thank you to our pregame meal sponsor, Domino's Pizza, in Union City for providing tonight's pregame meal. Check them out at 620 East Reelfoot in Union City. And thank you to Davis Clothing in Lexington for making us look snazzy at the games. So thanks again to Davis Clothing in Lexington. From the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth, let's take a time out before we talk to the coach here on the Tornado pregame show on Froggy 99.3 and RadioNWTN.com.
Celebrating 45 years in business, E&H Refrigeration is your trained comfort specialist. We are Northwest Tennessee's heating and cooling experts with locations in Martin and Paris. If you're in need of a new Trane HVAC system, we have you covered. Give E&H Refrigeration a call today in Martin at 731-587-9675 or in Paris at 731-407-9121. Let us bring you comfort you deserve with the quality you count on. E&H Refrigeration, your Trane dealer.
Looking sharp has never been easier. Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin has all the brand names he wants. Suits, jackets, sportswear, shoes, and the right accessories. Getting married or going to the prom? Five Seasons Men's Shop has formal wear that fits perfectly. And with your purchase, Five Seasons will wrap your gift for free. That's Five Seasons Men's Shop in Union City and Martin with their friendly one-on-one service from true professionals. You'll walk in a man and walk out the man.
Looking to take your business to the next level? ATA, your trusted tax, advisory, and accounting firm, is here to help. From tax planning to client accounting services to advisory and assurance, ATA has you covered. Contact ATA today at 731-885-3661 or visit ATA.net. With locations across Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, and Mississippi, ATA is ready to serve you wherever you are. Choose ATA for all your accounting needs. Let's amplify your business together.
At Reynolds Brothers Tire Company in Union City and Martin, they carry Cooper, Michelin, and Goodyear tires. They carry all major brands and many private brands too. They even go the extra mile for their customers with a service package that includes road hazard, free fixed flats, and lifetime balancing. Reynolds Brothers, nobody beats their customer service. Reynolds Brothers Tire Company, 400 East Church Street in Union City and 505 North Lindell Street in Martin.
And welcome back here at the Pit in Marion, Kentucky, here in the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth on our Tornado pregame show. I promised you head coach Nick Markle, and we will hear from him right now. The opponent, the Crittenden County Rockets, they are 1-2 on the season. Marion, Kentucky, that's the side of the ball game. And in their three ball games, they started the year with Marshall County falling 42-19. Union County was their next opponent, fell in that one 40-13. Of course, they picked up their first win of the season last week as well over Webster County, 27-8. Coach, what do you know offensively about this team? I know they've been dealing with some injuries. I think they had a sophomore quarterback, Connor Poindexter, who got the start last week. Their normal quarterback's been out, but what do you expect to see from them offensively?
I don't know. They're two different teams with the senior quarterback and the starting receiver. They've been out since the first game of the season. I always assume they'll come back and play against us, so we're preparing basically for two different ball clubs. They are a traditional spread team. They get in a lot of different formations. Against Marshall County, I mean, they're in 5 wide, they're in trips. They get in pro I, two-back pro I, like old traditional pro I. They get in a pro wing look. They run, doubles. They run polecat. They run a lot of different formations. They got about 3 different playmakers, and if the starting quarterback's in, he's a difference maker for them. If he's not playing, they're a whole different team. Against Union County, they played single wing all night long, and they got two running backs back there that direct snapping to. They're trying to run super power. They're trying to run the stretch play, the Sally counter, play action pass. Everything's kind of in a phone booth then, and so, if they come out in the single wing, I really feel good because that kind of plays into our defensive hand a little bit. But I assume that their players are going to be back. From what I found out, their starting best receiver's got a hamstring issue, and it looked like on film their quarterback got his shoulder dinged up. So don't know if he'll be back. I know they got Mayfield next week, so I don't know if they'll hold him out for one more week before they get into their region play.
Talk a little bit about the offense there, but defensively, when you turned on the tape, what did you see from them?
Yeah, they do different things. I mean, I don't know if they're trying to find an identity or if that is their identity. Throw a lot at you and see if you can, kind of overcome a lot. They run 4-4, cover 3. They run a 3-3 stack look with a lot of blitzing packages. They run a 3-4 look with a cover 4 backfield. I've seen one team, Webster County, got in the flex bone for one play, and in that one play, they were in a 4-4 cover 3 look. So by that one play, I'm assuming that's what they're going to run. But if you assume that, then you're probably the fool. So we're going to prepare for all of it. The 3-3 stack is something. If we prep for that, it'll cover the 3-4 too. So we're gonna rep both this week, the split 4 look and the 3-3 stack.
The Rockets head coach is Gage Courtney. Been contacting him throughout the week, getting things coordinated as far as our needs when we go up there. They've been fantastic so far working with us. Now, obviously, we've talked about, Coach, you guys playing Riverside last week and then Crittenden County this week, and why you guys are having to play those games that are a little bit farther out. But my question is not that, because we've already answered that question. But my question now is, how did this game come about? I mean, do you know Coach Courtney, or how did you guys get together and get this game going?
Cold call. I mean, basically, I tell everybody the hardest part of my job is finding opponents, finding teams that would play us, out of region. Our region's already set, and TSAA tells you when you play region opponents, it's just finding the other 4 teams to play you. And I called, I would say I called 80% of the teams this side of the Tennessee River in West Tennessee. I don't really get much out of playing a Kentucky team because film swaps and things like that, a lot of coaches might as well be used car salesmen, man. They'll do a lot to get a film from somebody. I've traded films with people from Morristown, Tennessee before, trying to figure out, who we're playing or whatever. But I don't get a whole lot in return from playing these Kentucky teams. But, Coach Courtney was looking for a game that week 4. I reached out to him, and he agreed to play us. I don't know really anything about their history there at Crittenden County. I just found out on Sunday their mascot was the Rockets. So, it's going to be new to both of us, them playing West Tennessee team that runs the flex bone and us coming up there playing them and kind of seeing what Western Kentucky teams, small school teams, can play like.
Western Kentucky, no strange place for your team, obviously opening the season last week at Murray. So you guys have gone up there across the border before. Practice this week, what's it been like, Coach?
It's really been more of a mental week. We gotta align to all these formations defensively, make sure our guys understand where to be, and then just go be physical. I'm not sure that that us beating each other up at practice is the best idea right now. But Tuesday's a long day. We usually get about a 3-hour practice in on Tuesdays, and it's pretty physical. Offensively, we got to sharpen. We just got to get better. We're not far away from being a really good offense. Our passing game looked pretty good last week. But we got to get some of these young guys that are in to understand kind of what we're trying to do offensively, and then just block. If we hold on to the football and stay on blocks, we're fixing to be a handful for everybody.
This is a little bit shorter road trip than it was last week. Hopefully, knock on wood, the weather, I think it's, at least at this point, still looks like it's going to be a beautiful day, or a beautiful evening. So come out and support these Union City Golden Tornadoes as they go for back-to-back wins. And most importantly, before we get to keys to the game, Coach, last non-region game. So obviously I'm not going to ask you the dumb question, I feel like, because I know what the answer is going to be. If you feel like your team is where you want it to be at this point, I don't think any coach is ever happy with where their team is at any point in the season. But as far as what you guys are trying to do before the region schedule starts, this is an important last tune-up.
Yeah, we better tighten some things up, man. Right now I don't feel like we're playing well enough to compete very well in our region. And we got to get tougher. We got to get a lot sharper on offense, and defense has to just continue to play with confidence, and we got to tackle better. We got to quit missing tackles. And our special teams need to get better as well, So we still have a lot of growing to do and improving. Our ceiling's still very high. I think, we were fortunate to get out of Riverside with the win after playing a pretty sloppy game. And now it's time to play a pretty sharp game and see what we look like against a pretty good opponent in Crittenden County.
I'll give you the last word. Keys to the ball game, Coach. What is your team going to have to do to get the win on Friday night?
Hold on to the football and be physical. I mean, that's bottom line. I just want to see us play Union City football and quit kind of scrounging around for a win. I thought we played a really good game against JCS. I'd like to see us kind of get back in that type of form where we're executing the offense real well. We want to have 18 first downs in a game, over 300 yards rushing defense. If we can hold them under 250, 275 yards of total offense, I think we're going to win a lot of ball games.
Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck, and hopefully be talking to you after another big win.
Go Tornadoes.
Accidents, dents, and dings happen. And when they do, when you're on the hunt for the perfect vehicle, what are the things you're looking for? Is it brand, features, color, size, or something else? The good thing is Herman Jenkins Motors can help you find that vehicle that checks all the boxes for you. With multiple brands to choose from, such as Chevrolet and GMC, their staff will work hand in hand with you to make the car buying process as easy as possible. And their service department will take good care of your car after the purchase. Visit them today in Union City or online at hermanjenkins.com.
A good foundation. At Allen Searcy Builder Contractors, they know that it's the essential part of having a successful project, but it's also an important element in each relationship with their clients. Understanding and protecting the interests of each business they serve is why Allen Searcy continues to be the source for major commercial projects in our area for over 40 years. Allen Searcy Builder Contractors can help you with your project from concept and design all the way to construction. Call 885-7633 or go to allensearcy.com.
At Orr Investment Management, we believe everyone deserves a clear path to their goals. Jamie Orr and his team have offered personalized securities and advisory services tailored to your unique needs for nearly 20 years. Take the necessary steps to secure your financial future today. Visit Orr Investment Management at 1208 Edward Street in Union City or 849 Volunteer Drive in Paris. Your future is our focus. Securities and advisory services offered through LBL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
When you're craving the perfect cut, steaks that sizzle, savory sliced bacon, fresh salmon, juicy pork chops, and the tastiest chicken around, head to the meat shop in Union City. Need dinner and a snack? Grab frozen meals and fresh vegetables too. Always the perfect cut, always friendly service. Located at 1106 South 1st Street in Union City. Come to the meat shop. It's what's for dinner.
They will be closing up that shop. At this time, if I could have everyone...
And welcome back into the pit as we are getting ready for our national anthem. So we'll pause for just a moment for the prayer and national anthem as you're listening to the Tornado pregame show here from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth.
Let us pray. Together as a community, watch our student athletes participate tonight. We pray for our cheerleaders, our football players, the band, all the people that are involved tonight. We pray for safety, good sportsmanship. Lord, we thank you for allowing Union City to get here safely, and we pray that they'll make it home safe as well. Father, we pray that tonight not only will each community be honored, but you will be honored in how we handle ourselves as well. In your name we pray, amen.
And now our national anthem. And that was the Crittenden County High School Band as they performed tonight's national anthem across the way, and a little bit earlier than expected. But back on our Tornado pregame show presented by Tyson Foods of Obion County, Roadrunner Driving School, and Home Builders Mart. Looking at some of the other games going on around in this week 4. Of course, if you didn't hear earlier and you want to listen in, Murphy's matchups, he's on every Friday night at 6 o'clock from 6 to 6:30 before our pregame starts. Adamsville is at Riverside, Ripley at Bolivar, Covington at Brighton, Camden at Waverly, Hardin County at Chester County, Dyer County at Crockett County, Dresden's at Gleason, Dyersburg is at McNary Central, USJ's at Fayette Academy, Fayette Ware is at Millington, Gibson County at Liberty Tech, South Fulton at Greenfield, Huntington at Halls, Dixon County at Henry County, Brewston Central at Fulton County, Kentucky, Peabody at JCM, St. George's is at Jackson Christian, Lexington at Northside, McKenzie at Perry County, Munford at Woodford County, Kentucky, Westview's at Obion County, Loretto is at Scotts Hill, South Gibson at Southside, TCA is at West Carroll, and of course our ball game here, Union City at Crittenden County, Kentucky, and there is one Saturday game. Chattanooga Prep is at Milan on Saturday, so you get a little high school football on a Saturday. We're about 6.5 minutes away from kickoff. It's a beautiful setting here as the skies are we got a few clouds in the sky, high clouds, no threat of weather, not like we had last week. Obviously, I didn't have to endure any of that, but I also had to endure some weather in El Paso, Texas, so I did not come away unscathed last weekend from the weather delay monster that has seemed to affect just about everybody when it came to high school and college football last weekend, or a lot of folks, as Union City has now made their way onto the field. And I'm also being joined by my broadcast partner, Coach Eddie Suter. Coach, welcome into the broadcast booth, buddy.
Thank you. Of course, I was listening to you. I don't feel sorry for you at all about the weather. I missed you last week. We could have – I don't know how we would have passed the time, Chuck. What would we have talked about?
Look –
food?
Probably.
I mean,
absolutely. That would have been part of the conversation.
We've talked enough to know that's something both of us have definitely in common.
And I always love to talk about college football and with it being the next day. But, like I said, we had only an hour-ish delay. That's right around an hour at El Paso, which meant that we didn't get back until 7:30 the next morning, which, it still got a chance to catch a few Z's on the plane, but it was a rough trip. But happy to go on it and excited about being back in good weather here tonight. In fact, it's actually warm back up outside. We're back up into the 90s, but it's as they say out west, it's dry heat. We don't have as much humidity. There's not a drop of humidity to be found since it hasn't rained much in the last 60-plus days in western Kentucky and western Tennessee. And everything on their way up here was a little shade of get gold, brown, not a lot of green, and this football field is suffering as well, as most fields are across West Tennessee and Western Kentucky. Both teams meeting at midfield, the captains for tonight's ball game. Trey Taylor out there for the Rockets.
Trey Taylor, the leading rusher on this team.
And their numbers aren't numerically sorted, so I have to hunt here a little bit. Number 15, Braden Poindexter out there as well for Union City. 4 guys out there for the coin toss, including Cohen Wood, along with Dayton Buckley and Andre Small, and also Adrian Crawford. So those are the young men out there. And looks like Union City has won the toss, has elected to defer, and we'll see the Rockets receive. They'll be going from left to right when we come back. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, we will have kickoff here and wrap things up on our Tornado pregame show presented by Tyson Foods of Obion County, Roadrunner Driving School, Home Builders Mart, and from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Union City Football here on Froggy 99.3 and RadioNWTN.com.
For decades, Commercial Bank and Trust Company has been the bedrock of our community. When it comes to doing business, we have perfected the art. I'm Greg Dozier, and I'm proud to be part of a community bank that prioritizes its customers above all else. To us, you're not just a number, you're family. At Commercial Bank, we promise an experience that leaves you smiling and fully satisfied. Your financial well-being is our top priority, because when it comes to banking, your choice matters. Choose Commercial Bank and Trust Company today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Accidents, dents, and dings happen. And when they do, bring your vehicle to Dunn's Auto Body. Proudly serving the area since 1963. Our family-owned business provides top-quality repairs you can trust. Our technicians are ready to restore your vehicle to its best. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4. Come see us at 1318 Stad Avenue or call us for a quote at 731-885-0535. Dunn's Auto Body. Get it done and get it done right.
Kaiser Pharmacy, Union City's only locally owned and operated pharmacy, serving our community for over 20 years. For more than just prescriptions, our services include immunizations, wellness consultations, compounding, med syncing, and even mastectomy supplies. We are excited to introduce our newest offering, Kaiser Wellness, powered by pharmacists, with our exclusive line of supplements and vitamins. Shop online at kaiserwellness.com or exclusively at Kaiser Pharmacy. Plus, shop at our boutique, Miles and Bishop, while you wait, or online 24/7. Experience the difference at Kaiser Pharmacy.
Ready to kickstart a career that'll take you places? Roadrunner Driving School is here to help you earn your CDL and hit the road in the right direction. Located at 106 Industries Park Drive in Sharon, Tennessee, Roadrunner Driving School offers an in-depth hands-on training curriculum that prepares you for an exciting career in the trucking industry. Learn how to drive a Class A commercial vehicle today. Call us at 731-456-2008 to earn your CDL in just 3 weeks. Let Roadrunner Driving School put you in the driver's seat.
Sophomore filling in for him the last 2 weeks, last 2 games. Word is that Summers is available. Don't know if he's going to start or not, but I'm going to say it's not going to make any difference because my key is to heat up that quarterback either way it goes. If it's the young sophomore, you want to get pressure in his face and try to force some errors, and even if it's Summers, you don't want to give him time back there in the pocket. You want to make him make some quick decisions. So defensive backs, defensive line, it's going to be very important that they get in some blitz packages tonight.
The keys to the game are brought to you by Jerry Ward Autoplex. Score your next set of keys from Jerry and the guys today. Landros has it teed up at the 40-yard line, and we are ready for high school football on this beautiful Friday night. It is a short kickoff that is recovered by Union City. Touched first by a Rocket, but ends up being fallen on by Union City, and that is Rodney Jenkins who comes up with it. So Union City, who deferred, will actually have first possession, and they'll get the ball after halftime.
Yeah, so we'll keep on waiting to see which quarterback comes out for Crittenden County, but we're excited about that. You know, sometimes I can kind of predict. I shouldn't say I predict, but sometimes I anticipate when Coach Markle and his bunch is going to do that. I was not expecting that here on the first kickoff, though.
Of course, we'll see Jack Theobald in the pistol. Small behind him. Receiver either side of the formation. As a man goes in motion, that's Jenkins back there. He dots the I as Theobald looks over the defensive front. Now barks out the snap count and takes it. And he'll give it to Small, who goes right up the middle, crossing the 45, down inside of the 45, down to the 44.
Dude, I don't know about you, but I'm tickled to know that the yard markers are over here on our side. That's first, I think, time all year that it's been that close. I started looking over there and said, man, I'm not going to be able to see them tonight. Well, they're right in front of us.
We're on the visitor side. They have a press box, a very small press box on the visitor side. Some places don't even have it, so I'm not complaining.
No.
Gives us a little elevated position. It's going to be tough to call it from down below. On this 2nd and 7 play, it's a handoff to Small, and he barrels up the middle across the 40 down to the 39. And that'll bring up a 3rd and short here, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, just positive yardage. That's what Coach Markle preaches. He wants to stay on schedule, and doesn't matter if it's 2, 3, 4, 5 yards. As long as you're getting positive yardage, gives him an opportunity even to get to 4th down. But Union City wanting early to try to kind of exert their will there on that front. We know that offensive and defensive line's been really stout this year for Union City.
They say 3rd and 3 officially. Union City trying to pick up their first down of the game. Jenkins goes in motion. It's a fake handoff by Theobald. He takes it over there behind the right tackle, and he surges forward, and will have the Herman Jenkins Motors first down of the game for the Golden Tornadoes. Down to the 30, looks like the...
That's the one thing we can't see the yard markers now.
33, 32, somewhere
around
around
there. And that's going to tell me what I'm fixing to mark it.
Yeah,
so we'll call it a 6-yard gain then.
So got it down inside of the 35, down to the 33. Ball's on the far hash from the visitor side. Union City going from right to left. It's a handoff to Crawford, who is the man in motion coming from the slot position of the formation on the far side of the field, comes near side, run out of bounds. Have to wait and see what they give him there. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3. I think they say he got to the 30. Yes, he did. So that's a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, really saw some positive strides out of Adrian Crawford last week. Made a huge play on the defensive side of things, basically taking a football away from one of the receivers and saving a touchdown, and then also with a couple of great runs of his own. So really starting to see him get acclimated in this offense and being more than just a return man.
Small behind Theobald. Theobald takes the snap, hands it to Small, who goes up the middle, and he's stacked up. But he gets a couple on the play down to the, looks like the 27.
Again, not a lot right there, but just enough to keep them on schedule. Keep them positive.
Pearson on the tackle for the Rockets. It'll be 3rd and 4 from the Crittenden County 26-yard line. Nose the ball, rest on the 26.
This is where Theobald, we saw it on that first series. Theobald loves to keep it himself right here on these first down situations. Got a little movement, I think, didn't we?
Yeah, got a little movement on Union City, so they'll back up 5 yards. Just the timing not right there for the Golden Tornadoes. So
yeah, one man in motion, and somebody jumped on that line a little bit early.
So what was 3rd and 4 will go to 3rd and 9. And not where you want to be here, but Union City, through the first 3 ball games of the year, they've picked up some big plays.
Yeah, and I don't expect them to go to the air right here because this is 4-down territory for Union City. So just want something to get them 3 to 5 yards so that they, have a legitimate chance on 4th down.
2 receivers on the far side of the formation. Small behind Theobald. Theobald will pitch it to Small. Small's got a crack over there on the right side. Across the 30, the 25, the 20, and flags fly all over the field. I'm not sure a referee has a flag left. I think every single one of them threw it. So whatever it was obvious, and I'm going to hope it's not holding, but that looks like it's going to be the call.
In that area, that's what you get. He said holding?
Yeah, it's holding on Union City. So what was 3rd and 9 is going to be 3rd and more than that.
And even worse than that, what was a really big run right there and looked like it was going to be a 1st down for Union City is going to put them behind the sticks here for the first time tonight. So back-to-back penalties. Union City, after a good opening couple of plays, are now headed backwards.
Yeah, they'll mark it all the way back to the 37 of Crittenden County.
And I was just fixing to get to say, too, Union City really sprung some big plays last week on those pitches, really getting outside on the edges. Looked like they had done it again here early tonight, but it came back.
So on 3rd and 14, we'll see what Coach Markle dials up here as the give goes, and it's a short gain there And it looked like that was Logan Puckett.
Number 24, Eli Lavelle.
Lavelle on the stop. That was Puckett on the run, and he only picks up 2 on the play. Ball is at the Rockets 35, and Union City will keep their offense on the field on 4th and 12.
Yeah, it was going to be 4-down territory, anything this side of the 50 at least. We're already seeing, though, that formula Union City's tried to employ a lot of hands, on the football here tonight for Union City, 4 different guys. We haven't seen Rodney Jenkins. Expect to get him sprinkled in, especially when they try to get outside runs.
Here's Theobald. He will pitch it to Jenkins. Jenkins to the outside, has the corner, and he's going to go down the sideline all the way into the end zone for a Union City Golden Tornado touchdown. If there are no flags on the field, and there aren't any. Wow, Nutrient Ag Solutions touchdown. Not what you're expecting on 4th and 12, Coach, but we'll take it. Jenkins got to the edge, and nobody could catch him.
Well, I'm going to have to make you go back and watch the telecast because I just said Jenkins to the edge right before it happened. I wasn't necessarily calling it right there, but I knew if they're trying to break something, that's what they tried to do last week with him and Adrian Crawford.
Union City jumps out to a 6-0 lead. See the extra point here, and it's up, and it is good. So Union City takes a 7-0 lead with 7:41 here at Crittenden County High School. Of course, Union City came out, had the onside kick on the opening kickoff, recovered it, and completed a 4th and 12 for a touchdown from the Crittenden County 30-yard line.
Chewed up 4.5, 5 minutes on that drive as well. I mean, you couldn't script it any better, Chuck. You come out, you defer, you're going to get the ball to start the second half. You recover the onside kick, and you just march it right down the field. And I'm not going to say, last week I said some of the keys for Union City was they were going to have to complete a few passes. They did, very few. I don't even know that that's a necessity here tonight because I think they really want to get that up front push, and I think they're going to have that opportunity because I think Union City feels like on that offensive line, man against man, one-on-one, they feel like they have the edge up front. So now Union City will head back to kick off for the second time, but that's a good thing.
But this time, will they actually kick off, or will they kick it deep?
Go for it, right?
Pooch kick it?
We've seen that a lot, though, haven't we?
Man, it's kicking off used to be one of the most boring plays, but now you've got all these kickers that can do all these kind of pooch kicks, all kinds of different styles. Landros will actually –
whatever it was, it didn't work.
Crawford came up and hit the top of it. Now we've got a penalty marker that goes flying.
Looked like they were trying onside again, right?
Yeah, it looked like they were doing some sort of trickeration, but it didn't work. And
had Alex Landros just kind of back there at the end. He kicked it like, can I go ahead and kick it off? I know our guys are 5 yards ahead of the ball right now. Does this count?
And they'll actually pick up the flag.
Oh.
So, but the Rockets get prime field position already at the Union City 40.
Interesting call right there. Maybe I guess that's where the ball went, so it doesn't go the 10 yards, so the offensive team just gets it where you want it.
So that's where Crittenden County will set up shop here. And we'll see who that is out there at quarterback.
Oh, yeah. 12. So that is the senior, Quinn Summers.
Summers will be the quarterback.
I told you he's only got one game here in the season before getting injured, but he is definitely their number one and somebody they'd like to get going. I wondered if they'd hold him out since they have Mayfield next week, but, you kind of walk that double-edged sword. Do you get him out there and get him some time? Union City does try to heat him up.
Slings it out here to the back of the flat, makes one man miss, makes another, and goes down at the 35. And on the reception is Trey Taylor. So that'll be a 5-yard gain, make it 2nd and 5.
Yeah, that's one of those where you kind of put in air quotes, only 5-yard gain, but you see Union City had an opportunity to get him at the line of scrimmage. He was able to break 2 tackles. Maybe actually one of those tackles could have come behind the line of scrimmage. Instead it goes as a 5-yard gain. And they will try to attack, I think, Crittenden. I'm not going to say they're a finesse team, but I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know the football terminology, but they are kind of that finesse team on both offense and defense.
Summers puts a man in motion. It's a pitch out here to the far side, and he is planted on the ground back behind the line of scrimmage. And who else but Andre Small coming up with a big stop there to make it 3rd and long. And there is
the marker goes. At least a loss of 2 on that.
Yeah, and on that carry was Trey Taylor again, and he may be the one who's shaken up. He was.
Well, that would be a big blow for them. Again, Trey Taylor is the leading yardage man on this team. Sorry for the hesitation. I got a wasp over here. 50 yards per game. Again, they like to go through the air, but he is kind of their, their red zone guy. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns already on the season. One thing I did note. Yeah, it is Taylor that was down. He's getting back up. One thing I did note here is that they don't try to pass it down to him. He has no receptions so far on the year. And so sometimes that's been one of the things that has hurt Union City is when those linebackers have had to be engaged with the running back or somebody on that short yardage situation. They kind of get lost in behind. So maybe that opens it up again for that pass rush for our backers tonight.
Coming out of the Dunn's Auto Body timeout, Trey Taylor looks like he was not too badly injured coming off the field. Of course, easy for me to say standing up here, but may get a chance to see him back in a little while. But before we could get back to action, Union City will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Another Dunn's Auto Body timeout from the Herman Jenkins Motors broadcast booth. It's Union City 7, Crittenden County nothing, with 6:24 to go here in the first quarter, and you're listening to it on Froggy 99.3 and RadioNWTN.com.
There's a special feeling you get when you get to the football stadium in a small town on Friday night. It's a feeling of pride in your team, a love for your community. A lot of community pride rests on its athletic teams. In Union City, we feel that pride in our teams, our schools, and in our people. Join us. Be part of what makes this a great place to live. A tradition of excellence in academics and athletics from the city of Union City.
Back here at Crittenden County High School, it's 7-0 Union City with 6:24 to go in the first quarter. Was an injury timeout for a Crittenden County player. Then as we started to come back to action, Union City calls timeout. Golden Tornadoes.
You see them really pressing here on the outside.
Yep, showing blitz here.
That's what I was going to say. You would expect a blitz. Make him make a quick decision right here because he singled up with his one of his better receivers, number 14, had it on the outside.
2 receivers either side. Summers drops back. He's going to loft it into the end zone and over the head of the receiver who did have a step but just could not get to the ball. And out there trying to get it was Caden Howard, another senior, wide receiver, defensive back. Don't have any heights or weights for anybody for the Rockets. But special thank you to Coach Gage Courtney, who got with me earlier this week and helped us make this broadcast happen tonight and also gave me a roster. So special thank you to him for working with us this week. 6:17 to go, 4th and 7 for the Rockets, and they're going to go for it.
Yeah, both these teams going to be aggressive.
2 receivers either side, one back off the right hip of Summers. Puts a man in motion now, 3 guys on the right side of the formation. Summers rolls this way, finds a man in the flat, incomplete, off his hands. Had him open there in the middle of the defense, but just could not come up with a catch. And I'm browsing my roster trying to get that young man's name. I don't think I have a 14.
Their receiver?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Davis Perryman. So Perryman was not able to make the grab. It goes incomplete and goes over on downs to Union City. They took over 1st and 10.
Yeah, Perryman, kind of the 4th man on the pecking order right there. Most of the receiving yardage going to Lavelle. We've already seen his hands on the ball. You've got Dakota Sosh right there, Caden Howard, and then Perryman. He tried to come up with that play that would have given him first down. Union City takes back over, though.
Yeah, Golden Tornadoes trying to add to that 7-0 lead as they give it to Small. Small across the right side, across the 40, the 45, and stopped just before he gets to midfield. He's going to be taken down at the 47-yard line.
Is it enough for a first, or is he about a half a yard? Yeah,
I think he got
half a yard short. Well, the yard marker guy still has it on 2. Yeah, official over on our side as well. It's, again, we don't have a great vantage point. We do have a great vantage point. We can see the
No, he's telling them go home.
The official right in front of the yard marker did too. Maybe the white hat must have said 1. Right? Did he get a first down? So we'll go 10 yards officially.
Yep, 10 yards on that carry. Give Small another
big run
there for 10 yards. So 1st and 10 for the Golden Tornadoes as they near midfield, and Crittenden County shows blitz. Man almost crosses into the neutral zone, gets back. Theobald takes the snap and hands it, and is stopped right there. And is there a fumble? They say there's a fumble on the play, and Crittenden County has it.
Yeah, the way the other side is celebrating. Yeah, sounds like Howell over there recovering that fumble. Not sure who knocked it loose.
They said 60, Grayson Hall. I don't know if he's the one who caused it. I know the young man that was holding it up in the air was Parker Phillips, number 50.
Did you get who was on that run? It was kind of in the middle.
I couldn't see anybody. I couldn't tell who had the ball.
We'll go a team fumble then, because I hate to give somebody credit for that and not be the right player. It was over there on that right side, and we're over here on the left.
And he was stopped almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah.
It's really tough to see. As Summers will take it 1st and 10 at midfield. He throws it, and it's complete into Union City territory. Good enough for a first down. And it's Dakota Sash with the reception. And he and his teammates have it now 1st and 10 at the Union City 33. Ball's on the near hash. Trip receivers on the far side. Single receiver here on the near side. Trey Taylor back in there in the backfield off the right hip of Summers. Summers looks to the sideline. 15 seconds on the play clock. 5:14 to go here in quarter number 1. Union City leading 7-0, but Crittenden County trying to tie things up.
It looked like movement early on. The whole left side of that line jumped up there before that ball was snapped.
Thought for a moment they were going to get away with it.
It was a late whistle, right?
So not what you want to see if you're a Rockets fan. You pick up a first down and then you commit a 5-yard penalty. So now 1st and 15. As they're trying to figure out where the ball is supposed to be marked. And they'll put it down at the 39. Now they're going to move it.
Yeah, so that's more than 5 yards.
To the 38. Yeah, nobody was really sure what was happening.
No, I'm thinking I'm looking down here. I don't see the yard markers, but I can tell the difference between 5 yards and 7 yards, at least from above.
And now they're going to talk about it some more.
Well, look, it's pretty easy. It's first down. You go to the yard marker here, and you walk back 5 yards, right?
I feel like I have to say something every broadcast that gets me in trouble.
Do it. I like it.
Well, it's Kentucky, you know.
Oh, come on, man. I've got something to say about that. I just hadn't got there yet. But they were shortchanging their own people, though.
Yeah.
Or you're just saying?
Well, I was just saying, yeah. Trey Taylor stopped in the backfield. Big loss there by Union City. Getting him back there deep in the backfield is Christian Jones.
Yeah, we saw some big-time plays out of Christian Jones here in the last couple of weeks also. He's been dealing with just a little bit of injury. Union City really having to watch themselves here tonight. They've had some injuries across the board, but nice to see him out there.
So now it is 2nd and 21. Still on the Golden Tornado side of the 50 at the 45, but at this rate they may end up back on their side of the 50.
Trey Taylor with a couple of runs tonight. Negative 8 yards so far.
Summers finds Taylor on a screen pass, and he gets tackled from behind. Wow, what a lick he took there.
I'm impressed he hung on to the ball after that secondary hit.
And that was Cohen Wood.
About a 3-yard gain.
Who laid the wood on that play as we go under 4 minutes to play.
That is the first reception for Trey Taylor. Assuming stats are right, I was able to. Actually, he's got 2 tonight, doesn't he? Oh, no, I just wrote it down. My bad.
Yeah, he had the first one of the night at pass out of the backfield. Looks like maybe somebody's called timeout, or looks like maybe the officials are in the Crittenden County huddle. Maybe somebody's going to have to come out of this game.
Yeah, you're right. Trey Taylor with 2 receptions now tonight. I told you coming in, he did not have a reception this year. But some of that may also be due to the fact that they were playing a backup quarterback the last 2 games.
3:44 and counting. 3 receivers will come to the near side, 1 to the far side on this 3rd and 18 play. In the gun, Summers takes the snap. Here comes the pressure, steps up, throws down the sideline, has a receiver at the 30, 25 and is pushed out near the first down marker, but we'll see if he got there or not, what the officials tell us. And on the reception is Caden Howard. And it's going to be just short, 4th and 2. 4th and 2 as the ball is at the Union City 25.
Caden Howard, another one of those guys. And again, we've seen exactly what we expected. Crittenden County wants to attack through the air. Howard with a couple of TD receptions on the season, 120 yards in 3 games.
But Summers has time. He's a very good quarterback, at least very early on here. He rolls to his left this time, takes the snap, and is going to roll, and find the man down the sideline, and he's going to be taken down, but not before. It's a first down for the Rockets. Again, finding Howard, who sat down in the middle of that defense, made the catch, and then turned upfield and got a couple more. All the way down to the 12-yard line of Union City.
Yeah, we'll give him 13 yards on that play. Looked like Summers could have run that one for the first down, but he had bigger play in mind right there. Did a nice job of sucking the defenders up and forcing them to watch or prevent his run, able to just kind of flick it out there.
We've seen Summers on the move, throw on the move, roll to his right, roll to his left. We haven't seen him take off and run yet. It seems to be a mobile guy, obviously coming off an injury. I'm sure they don't want to see him run much. And here's a little jet sweep here to the near side, and that's going to be all bottled up in the middle of the field. And along with some of his teammates, it is Foster Rogers making the hit.
Small gain on the play is going to bring up 2nd down.
Only a gain of a yard on that play. And I believe on the carry, that was Howard. So a gain of a yard. Now down to the Union City 11. Obviously, Crittenden County can pick up another first down without scoring a touchdown. Summers takes the snap, hands it to Trey Taylor, dancing around in the backfield, and he's able to make something out of nothing, but not much.
Yeah, just not been a whole lot of run for Taylor there in the middle of that line. Looks like a gain of
hard to tell from where we're
one,
at. Yeah,
maybe 2.
Looks like he is definitely inside of the 10 and maybe down to the 8. Yeah, that's where they're going to say 3rd and 6 on the Union City 8. So big down here for the Golden Tornadoes. Obviously, Crittenden County will most likely go for it, but I don't want to give up anything here. Drops back and finds Taylor. Tries to find Taylor in the middle of the field. It pops off his hands. It was up for grabs, but falls harmlessly to the turf. Incomplete. At the end of the play, coming up with it was Christian Jones, but he didn't catch it on the fly.
No, well, you know, here's the thing. That ball goes up in the air, and linemen's eyes get really big, but their hands get really small sometimes. It just doesn't work out.
4th and 6, clock stop with 1:25. Crittenden County trying to even things up here, trailing 7-0 to Union City. The Rockets have it inside of the Golden Tornado 10. Summers drop back. It's going to be a pass. He finds Taylor. Oh, it's off his hands and incomplete. That was going to be a catch and most likely a touchdown, but Summers zipped it a little too high and maybe a little too far in front of him. Only able to get one paw, and it was Taylor. Incomplete. Ball goes over on downs, and that Union City defense has held again.
Yeah, and really not a whole lot of pressure on that. I'm not saying they dropped into zone, but you didn't see but about 3 or 4 guys rushing on that defensive set. But because of some of the heat, you know, that they have placed on Summers already earlier tonight, probably speeding up his mind just a little bit. And definitely had Taylor wide open. Looked like it would have been a walk-in touchdown.
Thompson Machinery defensive stop for Union City. They get the ball back with 1:20 to go here in quarter number 1, leading 7-0, but they've got a long way to go, 92 yards away from the end zone. And here's Theobald, who's going to be stopped in the backfield inside of the 5 and sacked there at the 3 or 4 yard line.
Yeah, it goes backwards. I'm going to say a couple of guys missed assignments because I saw some linemen up the field looking for people to block, but didn't really get a handle on anybody. Loss of 3.
So a big loss there for Union City.
Yeah, you get in a situation here, you get into 2nd, 3rd down, you want to at least do whatever it takes to flip the field a little bit, even if you can't mount some kind of a drive off of this.
From their own 4, and a give to Looks like that's Puckett.
Got him at least back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe another yard.
Our way here to the near side, and he gets it all the way out to the 10.
About 4-yard gain for Puckett.
So it brings up 3rd and 10, or 3rd and 8 rather.
Play clock and game clock pretty similar. I think Union City's probably just going to take this one to the second quarter. Only 12 seconds left on the game clock. And I don't think they're going to get up there and rush anything. You might try to get a little hard count, but they didn't even get to the line quick enough to do that and try to get a free 5.
Yep, the ball will.
Oh, they're running the play.
They'll take the snap, and here's a pitch. Rodney Jenkins is going to be the recipient, but he cannot make the man on the edge miss. And a nice job, credit where credit's due, out there defensively for Crittenden County. If he wasn't out there, that was going to be another big play.
It looked like some running room. I really did think they had caught Crittenden County asleep because I was asleep. There's no way I thought they were taking a play. Pretty good strategy, but just doesn't work for them. Davis
Perryman on the stop, so it'll be 4th down when we come back for Union City as the Golden Tornadoes lead it here over the Rockets 7-0 here on Froggy 99.3 Radio, NWTN.com from the Herman Jacobs Motors broadcast booth.
Looking for dependable machinery to complete your fleet? Thompson Machinery has what you need. Whether you're buying, leasing, or renting, we've got you covered with new and used CAT equipment and a large inventory at our CAT rental store. Complete your fleet or fill a gap on your job site with our reliable machinery. Find your next machine in our inventory. Call 888-720-1308 or visit a Thompson location near you. Thompson Machinery, your local CAT dealer.
Northwest Tennessee and Western Kentucky, it's time for a career change, and we know the perfect place for you. Tyson Foods in Obion County. Tyson Foods is hiring, and it's easy to apply. Just stop by and see the friendly staff at the Tyson Foods Hiring Center in Union City. Tyson is currently hiring for general production and many other positions, and they are looking to fill all shifts. Come see the team at the Tyson Hiring Center, located off Reelfoot Avenue in Union City. The Hiring Center is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Come be a part of the Tyson team. Tyson Foods is an equal opportunity employer, including disability and veterans.
And back here at the pit, Crittenden County High School, as we start the second quarter, Union City having it 4th and 7 on their own 10, and the punt will go high in the air, bounces at the Union City 45, and that's where it'll be put down at. And downing it for Union City is John Mac Morgan at the 45-yard line. So good starting field position for the Rockets. They'll have it 1st and 10.
It is good field position. Got to give a little credit there to the punter. That was a nice job getting it, at least getting it out towards midfield. I told you they want to flip the field. Didn't exactly do that, but at least got it out of harm's way as they were down there hovering around that 10-yard line.
Yeah, a lot of times in high school football, you don't have a guy that can give you those 50, 60-yard boots. So you take what you can get with your punter, and sometimes a 30, 40-yard kick is about the best you can hope for, and a good job there by Union City to try to get it out to midfield. Summers takes the snap, rolls this way towards us, and finds a receiver on the sideline who keeps his feet in bounds. It's a catch. Gain of 4 or 5 on the play.
Yeah, Perryman did a nice job of staying in bounds, keeping those feet in bounds, and giving Summers an opportunity. A lot of poise right there by Summers to roll to his left. He was feeling the heat to his right side, but took his time, made a really nice, strong, accurate throw out here on the sideline.
A 6-yard pass play. Sets up a 2nd and 4 from the Union City 40. 2 receivers either side, and the gun is Summers. He'll take a peek to the sideline, see what his coaches think if they want to change the play. Huge crowd here tonight. You look across the way on the home side. Just about every seat is taken. Even some Crittenden County fans sitting on the near side, or the visitor side, as Trey Taylor tries to bounce it to the outside, and he gets to the line to gain, and he has a Crittenden County Rocket 1st down.
5-yard gain will finally put Trey Taylor into the positive yardage, 5 rushes. Now just 1-yard gain, but he's had a couple of positive plays here over the last couple of series. Yeah, it's a nice crowd. And you were talking about, our side over here, the visitor side, you see a whole bunch of Crittenden County fans, mostly in their lawn chairs.
Yeah, you come over here and you get to park a little closer